Hey guys, I'm Nyaman Dhillon and I want to share a story with you that my mother used to tell me every time I was about to give up or had a fear of something. As you know, guys, when we learn something new, we often are not very good at it, we don't understand it, and when this is prolonged, we just decide to, just forget it. Like, we cannot do it, we will not be able to do it, so let's just give up on it. So, for example, these days during these COVID 19 times, the teachers are middle aged teachers. They are not were not able to learn these forums for online teaching, but in the end, they tried so hard and they did it. This is the story about not giving up and trying hard.
For the 10th time that day, Zoe picked up her brand new baseball glove and sniffed it. Its smell reminded her of a new pair of shoes. She practiced putting on her baseball cap all different ways. Look at me, she said to the monster in the poster over her bed. I get to wear a uniform just like you do. I'm going to play T-ball. Her father came to the door. Zoe, your coach, Mr. Hinman, just phoned. Your first practice is tomorrow evening. Hooray! Yelled Joy. Your friends are outside playing now. Why don't you join them? Her father suggested. Zoe grabbed her new glove and hurried outside. Look, Zoe, called Elmo. Elmo, can catch a ball. That's great, Elmo, Zoe called back. Hey, Zoe, catch, shouted Bert. He threw a ball to her. It rolled to her feet and she picked it up and threw it back. Oops, sorry, Bert, she said, watching it sail past him. Big Bert and Prairie Dawn were having batting practice. Hi, Zoe, Big Bird greeted her. We are trying to bunt. Want to try? We'll field for you. Zoe stepped up to the tee. She wasn't sure what a bunt was, so she just closed her eyes and swung as hard as she could. Then she opened her eyes. Big Bird and Prairie Dawn had not moved. Neither had the ball. This is hard, said Zoe. Maybe I will try later again. Okay, Zoe, called Big Bird, and Prairie waved goodbye. Zoe went home. The next day, after Zoe had come home from school, she sat down to eat her lunch. I don't think I can play T-ball today, she said. We did so much cutting and pasting in school that I feel tired. Zoe's mother and father looked at each other. Then they looked at Zoe. Why don't we see how you feel later this afternoon? Her mother suggested. Zoe ate her lunch quietly. Practice starts soon, honey, Zoe's father said later. I don't want to go, Zoe replied miserably. Why not, honey? I'm terrible at T-ball, Zoe wailed. Plus, I don't even exactly know how to play. Everyone will laugh at me. Zoe, her father said gently, it's okay to feel scared about trying something new. But remember, your friends are new at this too. They are probably feeling a little nervous right now, just as you are. It doesn't matter how will you play, how well you play. What's important is learning to try new things. Zoe picked up her new glove and gave it a tiny sniff. She didn't say anything. Your mommy and I will be there to watch you and we'll help you if you need anything, he said. I know you can do this and it could be fun. Okay, said Zoe, I'll go, but I'm just going to watch. When Zoe and her parents arrived at the baseball field, they were greeted by a big monster holding a clipboard. You must be Zoe, he said. I'm Mr. Hinman, but you can call me Coach Dave. Welcome to the first practice of the Sesame Sluggers. Zoe hid behind her father. Zoe may just watch for a little bit until she feels more comfortable, he said. No problem, Zoe, said Coach Dave. You can sit on the bench and encourage your teammates. Some of them are a little nervous about their first practice. You know, T-ball can be hard when you first try playing. Coach Dave was showing the team how to play the outfield. He hit a ball high into the air. I got it, yelled Bert. Boing! The big bounced ball off Bert's head and rolled away. Oops, he said. Then Coach Dave began to hit gentle grounders to the players as one rolled to a stop. Elmo, Prairie, Don, Ernie all piled up on top of it. Good! Stop! Yelled Zoe. The next ball sailed out to Grover, who was standing in the outfield. I got it, yelled Grover, running towards the ball. But then he tripped over his own feet. Oh dear, he said. Nice try, Grover, called Zoe. Coach Dave looked at her and smiled. That's what I call good sportsmanship, Zoe. Why don't you go out there and join your teammates? Zoe smiled back. She grabbed her glove and hurried onto the field. Practice continued. Prairie Dawn fell down in a puddle. Ernie forgot where first base was. Big Bird watched the ball roll between his feet. Zoe tried to stop a grounder, but it rolled right up her arms and bonked her chin. But they all kept practicing. Later, Bert hit the ball all the way to the pitcher's mound, and Prairie Dawn caught a pop fly. Hooray! Yelled teammates. All right, called Coach Dave. Come on in, everyone. You all did a great job for a first practice, the coach said. It's hard to try something new, and we still have a lot more to learn. He smiled at the team, but the best part of today is that you all tried and you encourage each other to do well. That's what being a good teammate is all about. He looked over at Zoe and smiled again. Yay, plus we had fun, Zoe said. When's our next practice? When is our next practice? Everyone asked Coach Dave.